Today is my 30th birthday, and I'm very excited and nervous, and it's weird. Leading up to today, I asked a couple friends of mine if they could help give advice for me to turn 30 and entering this wild new decade that I think we all never know how to handle when we get there and what to expect and wish we were at in life and whatnot. But anyways, stop rambling. Here is advice from some of my favorite people on how to handle this stage of my life. Here we go.
Here's my advice to somebody becoming 30 years old. My dad taught me this when I was younger. He said, never ever think you deserve it and never get outworked by anybody. And I led that into my adult life, and I think it's worked out pretty well for me. And he also said, find a job you love and you'll never have to work the rest of your life, but I don't know how those two go together. That's my advice.
My advice, always listen to yourself, because you will always know what to do.
Happy birthday, babe. Some advice for turning 30. It's not that much different than being 29. And mentally, you're prepared for being 30 because I've been calling you 30 since I turned 38 months ago, so you're all good already.
Happy birthday, Sade, and not just any birthday, but your 30th birthday. I am super excited for you, and I hope you're doing well. And of course, I wanted to give you some advice that I could pass along, some things that I learned when I first turned 30 that I think will really help you. And of course, the deepest advice that I'm going to give you is to make sure that you always bag and board your comic books. I think that this is very forgotten from a lot of people, so make sure you're doing that. No, I'm just kidding. On a serious note, though, and I shouldn't say just kidding, because technically, yes, you should be doing that, but I'm sure you're already doing that. That's not the advice that I'm trying to give, is what I'm trying to say. But the advice that I am trying to give on a serious note is to be so good that they can't ignore you. And I really wish that I made that quote up myself, but I didn't. I took it from Steve Martin, the actor, and it's something that he said that really resonated with me as I've continued to grow. And again, be so good that they can't ignore you is something that I try to apply to my own life in terms of always going above and beyond, no matter what age you are. So when it comes to you and everything that you're doing right now, especially if you're ever trying to take on new adventures or new tasks or new goals, whether it's with relationships or careers or schools or anything of that nature, I always encourage you to continue to be so good that they can't ignore you. And I think that you do a very good job of that already with the charisma and the energy that you always give out, especially on your channel and your Instagram account. So continue to do that, and no matter what age you are, never lose that type of fire or that type of energy that you have, and it certainly is contagious as well. So helping others around you. So with all that being said, I do hope that helps as some advice for your 30s. Something I will continue to carry on with me, and I hope it is something that helps you as well. So until next time, I would cheers to you right now, but it's only 2:00 that I'm filming this, and I don't have a drink on me. So but of course, I do wish you all the best and a happy 30th birthday, and here is to many more.
Congratulations on making it to your 30s. Happy birthday. It's a lot like your 20s, but with less filter, which is kind of great if you know how to use that. My only recommendation to you and advice is that you should stretch before everything. Stretching is key now.
5 lessons I learned before turning 30. 1. You need to have your own hobby, whether that is fishing, golfing, a sport, reading comic books, whatever. Have your hobby and make sure it's your own, because you're going to need it on those down, dreary days where it just feels like everything sucks, no one wants to be around you, all those like negative days. You need that hobby to pull yourself out of it, so that way you can get your head straight and just go on with your day. 2. There are people in your life that are going to be great friends in the moment. And that doesn't mean they're always going to be the best friends that are going to be in your whole life. They come in and they go out, and that's okay. 3. It's perfectly fine to miss a friend, and also at the same time be happy they're gone from your life. There are people that bring chaos and people who can do a lot of good for you in a moment that is irreplaceable, and you're so thankful for, but you're also glad that they aren't there to kind of like keep doing stuff that would hurt you or hurt you in the afterwards. 4, you are allowed to take your time in life. You are in no rush. You are exactly where you need to be. Do not compare yourself to your peers, to your brother, to your sister, to your cousin. We're all missing something in our life. We're all lacking one thing or another, and that's okay. Just keep going with what you're doing. Find what makes you happy and keep rolling. Number 5. You can be sad. You can be hurt. You can feel lonely in a day or so for a while, and that's okay. Don't let anyone say you need to get over it, feel better, or whatever. Feel your feelings. Talk about with yourself or with your friends, and just allow yourself to feel, because denying those doesn't do anything, and bearing them doesn't do anything. The only way you can really grow and make your life better is acknowledge what's going on, what's going wrong. And those are just 5 lessons I learned before turning 30.
Hey Sade, happy birthday. Just a couple of pieces of advice from someone in their 30s. Say yes to everything, try lots of things, take getting carded as a compliment, and just dream bigger and bigger every year. I can't believe the years have flown by so fast. I'm so proud of everything you've accomplished in your 20s, and I can't wait to see what you do with your next decade. Love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Paige. I guess my advice for the 20s is that you know yourself better, so things are easier, and just have fun. Bye. And thank you for being such light, and so it's bringing so much love and support to me, and I love your love of comics, and I can't wait to see what you do in your 30s. Bye.
Happy birthday, girl.
Hey.
So, turning 30.
Yeah.
What did we think about this?
Well, as far as advice goes, number one for me is don't do that.
Yeah, don't turn 30.
Don't turn 30.
I mean,
just lie.
Just be in your 20s for the rest of your life.
Forever. Yeah, I reached like about 15, 16 and just stopped. And
True.
It's pretty much worked out for me.
Yeah. It did.
But yeah, man, yeah, no, 30's fine. It's I remember it was scary for me. I had a bunch of goals I wanted to accomplish by 30, and I was just like, if I don't do those, then I'm a big failure. And I didn't accomplish a lot of them. I did some, but not a lot of them before 30. But then, you get past 30 and you're like, oh, that shit doesn't matter even a little bit.
And I will say this, just as being the wise woman in this relationship, as someone who just turned 40, you are entering the newest phase of your life,
you're
girl.
A child. You're a baby.
No, you have a big journey to go.
That's true.
And you are going to fucking crush it.
That's right. That's right.
It's going to be amazing, and appreciate the journey that you're going on.
Absolutely. And enjoy it, and go have fun and be safe, because the world sucks.
Because if you're not safe, we're going to come find you, and we're going to protect you.
That seems like a weird safety threat. Anyway, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
we love
girl.
you. Be good.
Happy 30s.
Mwah.
Okay, we're talking lessons to be learned by age 30, or things we wish we would have known before we became adults. For Sade's 30th birthday. 30th birthday. Number 1 for me, trust your gut. There are so many times in my life where I wish I had trusted my first instincts and my first gut feeling about people and things and situations, and I just talked myself out of it. I said, I'm overreacting, like, no, it can't be that bad. Like, no, trust your gut. I truly believe, after so many life experiences now, that your spirit and your soul knows things. Like, it has a clock on, it clocks things before, like, your brain can observe them and understand. Like, your spirit can read the energy of what's going on. Like, no joke. I know it sounds woo-woo, but it is completely true. trust your gut. It is probably like 99% of the time probably right. You only have one life. Do what you want and try to have no regrets. I say, like, I only have one life, and life is too short to be around people that make me miserable. It's too short to do things that make me miserable, like jobs that make me miserable, just activities that make me miserable, just having a lifestyle that makes me absolutely miserable. If I'm able to do something about it, definitely, I don't want to waste my time and like try everything, you know, because I always think, if I fast forward in time to my deathbed and I'm literally about to pass on, I don't want my greatest fears to look back on my life and say, oh God, I wish I had tried this. I wish I had done that, but I didn't because I was too scared to. I didn't think I was good enough and all of this shit. I don't ever want to get there. And so I always think about potential me on my deathbed having those thoughts. It scares the fuck out of me and really motivates me to keep on pursuing the things that I want and the dreams that I have, even if it fails, because pursuing a dream and having it fail and just explode in my face, to me, is so much better than never stepping out and trying it and then having that to regret for the rest of my life and in the last seconds of my life, my greatest fear. And you will never please anybody, especially as a somewhat celebrity. I'm learning that you will never please everybody. There's a saying my friend said, like, you could be the sweetest, juiciest peach ever, just the sweetest, most delicious peach, and there will always be somebody out there that hates peaches. If you try to like tailor your entire self to what other people want, you will always lose and you will always fail, because people will always find a reason to be mad about anything, and they'll find a reason to be mad about you and who you are and what you do. So all you can do is try to keep on doing the right things, that you keep on evolving and trying to be a good person. But at the same time, do what you want. Do it your way. And if people are upset about it, then fuck them. So be it. That's just how it is. You've got to live for you, because you are, at the end of the day, at the end of your life, you and yourself and you is all that you have. And it is important that you are happy with you at the end of the day.
Thank you guys so much for taking the time to help make these videos. It's honestly the best birthday present ever. I truly appreciate your time and all the amazing advice you gave. I probably like held back tears more than once or twice or 3 times. So thank you again. I love you guys so much, and thank you for all the birthday wishes.